The novel The Great Gatsby was written by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The Great Gatsby is a story about love, wealth, and dreams. It takes place in the 1920s in America. The main character is Jay Gatsby. He loves a woman named Daisy. The story is told by Nick Carraway, Gatsby's neighbor. This summary follows the story from start to end in simple English. It covers all the main events in the book. Nick Carraway is a young man. He moves to West Egg, Long Island, in 1922. West Egg is a place where new rich people live. Nick rents a small house. His neighbor is Jay Gatsby. Gatsby lives in a huge mansion. Nick hears stories about Gatsby. People say Gatsby is rich and mysterious. Nick is curious about him. Nick's cousin, Daisy Buchanan, lives in East Egg. East Egg is where old rich families live. Daisy is married to Tom Buchanan. Tom is wealthy and arrogant. Nick visits Daisy and Tom for dinner. At the Buchanan's house, Nick meets Daisy and Tom. Daisy is beautiful and charming. Tom is strong and rude. They have a young daughter, but she is rarely seen. Nick also meets Jordan Baker at the dinner. Jordan is a golfer and Daisy's friend. She is confident and a bit dishonest. Tom talks about a book he read. The book says white people are better than others. Nick finds this idea strange. Daisy seems bored with Tom. Jordan tells Nick that Tom has a mistress. Her name is Myrtle Wilson. Nick is surprised but doesn't say much. After dinner, Nick goes home. He sees Gatsby standing outside. Gatsby is looking at a green light across the water. Nick doesn't understand why. Nick gets a call from Tom. Tom invites Nick to meet Myrtle. Nick doesn't want to go, but he agrees. They go to New York City. Myrtle lives in a place called the Valley of Ashes. It's a poor, dirty area between West Egg and New York. Myrtle is married to George Wilson. George owns a garage. He is a quiet, tired man. Myrtle is loud and full of energy. Tom and Myrtle act like a couple. They go to an apartment in New York. It's a place Tom keeps for Myrtle. They have a party. Myrtle's sister, Catherine, and some neighbors come. Everyone drinks a lot. Myrtle and Tom argue. Tom gets angry and breaks Myrtle's nose. Nick is shocked. He leaves the party and goes home. Nick gets invited to one of Gatsby's parties. Gatsby throws huge parties at his mansion. Many people come, even if they don't know Gatsby. The parties have music, food, and drinks. People dance and talk all night. Nick goes to the party. He sees Jordan there. They look for Gatsby. Most guests don't know what Gatsby looks like. Nick meets Gatsby by chance. Gatsby is young and friendly. He calls Nick old sport. Gatsby seems different from the rumors. He is polite but mysterious. Nick and Gatsby talk. Gatsby smiles a lot. Nick likes him. Jordan and Nick spend time at the party. Nick notices Gatsby doesn't drink much. Gatsby seems to watch everyone. Nick learns more about Gatsby. Jordan tells him a story. Gatsby and Daisy knew each other years ago. They met in Louisville in 1917. Gatsby was a young soldier. Daisy was a beautiful young woman. They fell in love. But Gatsby had to go to war. Daisy waited for him for a while. Then she married Tom. Gatsby was heartbroken. He still loves Daisy. Nick realizes Gatsby's parties are for Daisy. Gatsby hopes Daisy will come to one. The green light Gatsby looks at is on Daisy's dock. It's across the water in East Egg. Gatsby wants to be with Daisy again. Gatsby talks to Nick. He wants Nick's help. Gatsby asks Nick to invite Daisy to his house. He wants Daisy to see Gatsby without Tom. Nick agrees. He invites Daisy for tea. Daisy comes to Nick's house. Gatsby is there too. At first, Gatsby is nervous. Daisy is surprised to see him. They talk awkwardly. Nick leaves them alone. Gatsby takes Daisy to his mansion. He shows her his wealth. Daisy is impressed by his house and things. They spend time together. Gatsby is happy. Daisy seems happy too. Nick feels like a matchmaker. He wonders if this is a good idea. Gatsby and Daisy start seeing each other. They spend a lot of time together. Gatsby stops throwing big parties. He only wants to be with Daisy. Nick sees them together often. Daisy comes to Gatsby's mansion. They act like a couple. Gatsby tells Daisy about his love for her. He says he never stopped loving her. Daisy says she loves him too. But Nick senses Daisy is unsure. She is married to Tom. Daisy likes Gatsby's attention, but she also likes her life with Tom. Gatsby wants Daisy to leave Tom. He dreams of a future with her. Nick worries Gatsby expects too much. One hot day, Nick, Gatsby, Daisy, Tom, and Jordan go to New York. They rent a suite at the Plaza Hotel. Tensions are high. Tom starts asking Gatsby questions. He wants to know about Gatsby's past. Gatsby says he went to Oxford. Tom doesn't believe him. Tom accuses Gatsby of being a nobody. Gatsby gets angry. He tells Tom he loves Daisy. He says Daisy loves him too. Daisy admits she loves Gatsby but also says she loved Tom. Tom is furious. He says Gatsby can't take Daisy away. He calls Gatsby a criminal. Tom says he and Daisy are staying together. Gatsby is upset. Daisy looks confused. They all leave the hotel. On the way back, Tom drives Gatsby's car. Daisy is with him. Gatsby and Nick are in Tom's car. They pass through the Valley of Ashes. They see a crowd. Something has happened at Wilson's garage. Myrtle is dead. She was hit by a car. It was Gatsby's car. Tom stops to talk to George Wilson. George is heartbroken. Tom tells George that Gatsby's car killed Myrtle. Nick realizes Daisy was driving. Gatsby admits it later to Nick. Daisy didn't stop after hitting Myrtle. Gatsby takes the blame to protect Daisy. Nick is worried. He tells Gatsby to leave town. Gatsby refuses. He wants to stay near Daisy. George Wilson is devastated. He thinks Gatsby killed Myrtle. Tom told him Gatsby was driving. George goes to Gatsby's mansion. Gatsby is in his pool. George shoots Gatsby. Then George kills himself. Nick finds Gatsby's body. He is shocked and sad. Gatsby is dead because of a lie. Nick tries to call Daisy. She doesn't answer. Nick learns Daisy and Tom left town. They don't care about Gatsby's death. Nick feels angry. He sees how selfish Daisy and Tom are. They ruin lives and move on. Nick plans Gatsby's funeral. He calls people who knew Gatsby. Almost no one comes. Gatsby's parties were full of people, but now he is alone. Only Nick, Gatsby's father, and a few others attend the funeral. Nick meets Gatsby's father, Henry Gatz. Henry is proud of his son. He shows Nick a book Gatsby owned. It has Gatsby's schedule and goals. Nick sees how hard Gatsby worked to become rich. He wanted to win Daisy back. Nick feels sorry for Gatsby. He thinks Gatsby's dream was too big. Nick is tired of East Egg and West Egg. He hates the careless rich people. He decides to leave New York. Before he goes, he meets Jordan. They talk about what happened. Jordan says she is engaged to someone else. Nick doesn't care much. He also sees Tom one last time. Tom admits he told George that Gatsby killed Myrtle. Nick is disgusted. He realizes Tom and Daisy don't care about anyone. Nick moves back to the Midwest. He thinks about Gatsby's dream. Gatsby believed in the green light. It was his hope for a better future. Nick thinks the American dream is hard to reach. People chase it but often fail. The Great Gatsby is a story about chasing dreams. Jay Gatsby loves Daisy. He works hard to become rich. He wants to win her back. But Daisy is selfish. She doesn't leave Tom. Gatsby's dream leads to his death. Nick sees the truth about rich people. They care only about themselves. The story shows how dreams can be beautiful but dangerous. Gatsby's love for Daisy destroys him. Nick learns life is not always fair. The book ends with Nick thinking about hope and loss. Please like and share the video. Subscribe the channel.